It's actually DJ. I just had to read further down. My apologies.
That's cute.
DJ, Javier from San Francisco wants to know, is a super fight next for you?
We're working on it. We're working on it. You know, like I said, you know, I haven't been out about talking about this whole logistics matter, but yeah, we got a call. You know, Malky's doing his job and making sure we get everything right in line. And everybody and their mama want to see this the snake fight, so we're going to see if we get it done. Hopefully we can, and we'll go from there. I mean, it ain't a super fight if you're fighting. If I can fight Sergio Pettis for the exact same damn money than fighting for another title, okay? Keeping it real and keeping it 100. That's what I do.
Tell us how you really feel.
Let's keep it real.
Oh wait, you already did. Never mind. All right, Emma from Nashville has a question for you, Cody. What's up? There's talk of a fight between TJ Dillashaw and Uriah. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that was just a little bit out in the media, you know, after the fight. You know, things were said, but, you know, hey, TJ won the fight, and we move on from there, you know, with if he's going to fight Mighty Mouse. I think that's a great fight for both divisions, for Mighty Mouse's career as well. Pay the man, you know, let him do his thing, and then let TJ come back up to 35.
Listen to this man.
Let me get that dude back, and we'll go on from there. So
I feel like TJ and Uriah might fight, but they won't do it for money. They'll just do it cause.
They might have to just scrap it out.
Gym wars, you know?
Here's one. Brian from Boston, thank you so much for sending in that question. Truly appreciate it. Tyron, is Nate deserving of a title shot? Who is, this two-part question, who is most deserving in the division, in your division?
There's no such thing as deserving anymore in our sport.
That is true.
Right now, the fights that take place are the ones that you
Boo. Boo.
Hey, you know what?
So I always say this, guys. The rankings are a good starting point. But one of the pillars of the UFC is fans decide. And if fans will pay money to see you fight Nate Diaz, that's who you're going to end up fighting.
Why are you booing? You saying the same thing I'm saying.
Well,
he wanted to say it first.
Most of the time.
All right, well, let me rewind it.
I just phrased it differently.
The rankings are a good starting point, okay? You can start with the rankings, but if the fans want to see me and they want to see Nate Diaz fight, that's the fight that hasn't happened.
Because you've beaten like one and two, or
number one,
number two,
five.
three contender.
Guys is jumping up to different weight class, so
I haven't beaten Covington.
Who?
Oh,
I didn't say nothing.
Who?
What exactly?
All right. Well, we got the hometown lover boy here, Motown phenom Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
Let's see if one of these boys got a question for you. Okay,
are you fighting for the belt at 170?
Let me give you some space.
Is that happening?
Slide over.
Is that next? I don't know.
What weight class are you
Hey,
at?
take a number, brother.
We'll see.
Come on now.
Right now, 155 is my division.
Okay.
I'm at the top of that already, and I'm going to stay at the top. So I think 155 is definitely next. I'm going to play around with my diet a little bit, see if I can walk a little closer to Demetrious Johnson, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, well, so we're glad to have you here on the couch. Okay, this is a question from Leslie from Miami. Is Holly Holm the best chance? Does Holly Holm have the best chance of beating Cyborg?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's a live dog in that fight. A lot of people are counting her out, but Holly's smart. Holly will be able to stick and move. I think Cyborg's definitely more beautiful.
I know what you're going to say, and I'm with you already.
But, you know, I like the Holly Holm fight. And if I'm a betting man, I'm going to put some dollars on her, depending on what the line is.
How many dollars?
Do that. Perfectly legal.
How many dollars?
What were you about to say?
No, I was actually going to say that was a great setup because that's pretty much what T. Wood said before you got here. What were you going to say?
I think Amanda Nunes has the best chance to be Cyborg.
Yes.
Really? She's a long, scrappy fighter. She knows how to use range.
And she
is ornery as all get out.
She can take a shot. I've seen her in the gym. I've seen her in the gym with dudes taking shots, and I was honestly worried, like, she shouldn't be in there with a man that size.
And she knows how to put the power on the end of her punch, and nobody's been able to put Cyborg on the end of the punch.
Yeah, but Holly Holm, I think, has the best style to go up against someone who's aggressive. When you see like her versus a lot of fighters that come at her, that come forward.
You can't compare Ronda and Cyborg.
Not just
Cyborg
Ronda.
is a Terminator.
Not just Ronda, but
anybody that comes forward, she does well with. I think we can agree on that. The only time she doesn't do well is with counter fighters. What was Shevchenko?
God dang!
Right? She lost to her, right? She was kind of counter fighting her the whole time.
Slide over, man. Hey, you got my man DJ Crush in the corner.
I know. I'm gonna need hazardous pay.
Come on,
Demetrious, y'all pay that?
He's bigger than that. He needs more space than that.
I know. I'm trying to spread the wings here a little bit.
You're 155er. You're like get smaller.
All right. So this one question's for
Get us back on track.
Cody. This is Adam from Orlando. assuming Nagu beats Overeem, I think we already went over this, but do you think he's
Ngannou,
finally?
but whatever.
Ngannou, my bad. I apologize.
Nagu.
Do you think he finally earns a title shot if he beats Alistair Overeem tonight?
You know, I think if he goes out there and impressively knocks him out early in the fight, then he should be able to fight Stipe, you know, for the title. If he gets an impressive knockout over Alistair early in the fight, yes.
I think it's a good fight for him.
If Francis wins, he's fighting for a title shot. It don't matter if it's a decision or knockout. If Overeem wins,
It's kind of hard.
it depends on how he wins.
Yeah.
But Francis is getting a shot no matter what.
I would like him
I
to
think
take a little
the
more
winner of
time.
this would probably fight the winner of Kane and JDS. And heavyweights don't fight that often, so.
Kane's fighting?
Mark my
Does he
words.
still do that?
Mark my words. If Francis wins, he's getting a shot.
All right, there we go.
He's jumping the line.
I think you dropping some knowledge that we don't even know about. It's been on the internet.
Is that not a thing?
Hey!
Oh,
Trust me.
Hey, you
Trust
get
me.
it right here, guys.
You heard it
Where we
first.
at? You
Came
get it
last
right here.
Purple
fighting
couch.
JDS, I guess.
Ooh.
JDS,
scoop.
Stipe.
The
I was
scoop.
thinking he would fight Stipe for the belt, and the winner of that could fight the winner of this.
Oh,
you know?
there you go. Boom.
Don't try to backtrack.
His back is getting all red.
Hey,
Like,
my
uh-oh.
man.
Oh, crap.
He's messing it up. I'm trying to give you guys stuff. He's messing it up.
All right,
So I hope this Metro gig goes well because I get fired.
he goes to the office, goes, Forrest, pack your stuff and get out.
That's not a real.
Get out.
With that said, that really is not a real thing.
Yeah.
I put my UFC hat back on. That really is not a real thing.
Well, there you go.
Okay, let's head to the
news.
phone.
Hey, you know what?
Should we do a Metro moment?
We should do Metro.
Yeah, we got to get him out
Throw
of
in
this.
the car.
Hey.
Metro
Almost cut
PCS
this-
moment.
You just saved Kevin Lee's life.
Unlimited LTE data, 4 lines for $100. Period.
You can't beat that, ladies and
can't.
gentlemen. You can't beat it. You almost cut my man over here, man.
Oh, what's going on?
All right, let's hit the phones. This one is from Matt Nolan. What did mixed martial arts do for you the most in your life?
Ooh, I like that.
For me, you know, me and Tyrone, I gave him a little tour earlier of Detroit. You know, this is my
See
city.
the 6 mile to 7 mile.
I had
Didn't quite
to.
make it to 8 mile. Ran out of time.
But we even talked to a couple kids, and I told them it gave me a sense of purpose, gave me a sense of competition. It got me out the streets where in any other life I probably would have been. Mixed martial arts saved my life. Well, so what else can I ask for? It's given me everything I've had.
I think the common denominator in the middle of the couch is did the same thing for Cody, the same thing for me, and the same thing for Kevin. It gave us a positive way to do what we already were doing. We already were fighting. We weren't getting paid for it, and it wasn't legal for us to do. So we were fighting for the wrong reasons. Now we're fighting to provide. We're fighting for a legacy. We're fighting to be great. So it's a positive outlet for us.
Cody, go ahead. I want to hear your story.
Same way. Yeah, that was the, purpose. Goals, setting goals, obtaining them, working hard like Forrest said earlier in the earlier segment about, getting 1% better every day. You challenge yourself and your work ethic's challenged every day. So that's what MMA has given me since, I stepped into the sport.
Beautiful stories.
And you know what's
Awesome
funny?
guys, man.
I think if you combine how many fights we had outside the octagon together, I think it may be 200 or 300.
Already
Oh,
go.
man, I think it's
That's
close
crazy.
to 1,000.
'Cause me and him had this conversation.
Yeah.
I talked to him earlier.
I'm at like
A lot of you too.
I'm
I'm not
like-
gonna leave you out.
I'm at like 40 or 50,
50.
but a lot of them were like on the basketball court or at football
That's still a
practice.
That's what
fight.
we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
we're talking about.
That's a fight.
There was only like, I want to say 6
DJ?
or 7 that were like legit.
I got-
care for
Fight is a
life.
fight.
Hold on.
6
I
or
got
7
in one.
legit.
Two cases. I got in one fight. One homeboy was talking stuff about Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, saying that wrestling was fake, and I was like, no, it's not. I meet you down there.
How
at the
old
Pac
were you?
Bowl. We fight. I was about
Like
maybe
2 years ago?
I was
Last
like,
week.
what?
He's brilliant.
Why
Why you
5
gotta do me
minutes
like that?
during that break?
Why you gotta do me like that, huh? And
Let's
the
get a
second
moment.
occasion, I hit a guy in the gym, and then after that, I apologized. I was like, I shouldn't have done it.
All right,
That
so
was-
it's
that was very
on
wrong
this
of me.
couch.
I'm done.
It's 202 fights outside of the octagon.
Take the one back because he said he was sorry. So that's out.
Hey, I'm a lover,
So
man.
it's funny. It's a lot like for me. I mean, I had no reason to fight. I didn't need to fight. I was already working a job and stuff. I really just enjoyed, like, for me, it was freedom from life. Like, life was
Yeah.
kind of hard, but for 2 hours every night, I could go somewhere and nothing else mattered. Like, your bills don't matter,
with
your
that.
job
I
don't
with
matter.
that, man.
It's really hard when
That's
somebody's
better.
trying
Right.
to choke your face off to think about all the other stuff in life. And
Yeah.
so for me, it was freedom from my problems.
That's what I'm gonna miss the most about fighting.
Yes.
Yeah, when it's all,
All right,
said
this-
and
this-
Not
done.
the running.
This is a quick one. This ain't even a question. Matt, I don't know where he's from. He wanted me to tell you specifically that tell Cody Ohio State is winning 14-7 in the second
Wait,
quarter.
somebody
Ohio
tell me.
State, let's
hold
go,
on,
Bucks.
Time out.
No, stop.
Most
stop.
important thing. Somebody tell me How did Georgia do? Somebody take.
Stop right now.
Hey,
Stop right
text
now.
it.
I need that in my
Text it.
earpiece
We-
immediately.
Text it.
We are in Michigan
Shine that in.
right now, and I will not stand for this blasphemy. Nobody bring up Ohio State again.
Hey,
If you do,
I'm glad we won.
if you do, we gonna have some problems.
If you do,
we gonna have some problems.
if you do,
I have
there
had
will be
dinner.
204 street fights.